Hello and welcome to the third installment of Talkin Tigers. I am your host, Kurt Stubbs. And like I said, this is episode number 3 already. Big week on hand for Tiger Athletics. So let's take a look at the schedule. We've already played a few games since it's Wednesday evening here when I'm recording this. So last night we had some soccer action happening. Varsity boys take down Logan. Jack Henry with the hat trick. And girls soccer defeated Watkins Memorial. Also last night in the Volley for the Cure, Pickerington Central takes down rival Pickerington North. But as always in that Volley for a Cure, everybody comes out a winner for something bigger than ourselves. Boys varsity golf tonight at Pine Hill against Pickerington North. Girls varsity golf is playing Bishop Hartley tonight. Girls soccer tomorrow will be at home against Groveport Madison. Boys will be on the road against Groveport Madison. And the girls varsity volleyball team will be at home versus Newark. On Saturday, big slate of things. Girls cross country is at Pickerington North, and boys cross country will travel north and run at Olentangy, Berlin. Boys soccer will be at Milford Center, Fairbanks. Boys golf will be at Turnberry, which is the home course for the boys golf team. Speaking of the boys golf team, last Saturday they finished second out of 14 teams at the New Albany Invitational. They scored a 322, led by medalist Jaden Thompson, who shot a 1 under 71. Cole Crandall shot an 80, Aiden Allen 85. Blake Bennett and Carter Woodward both shot 86. So congratulations to Coach Corey's in the Tiger boys golf team, finishing second at the New Albany Invitational last Saturday. Cross country. Last weekend was the big 25th Annual Tiger Invitational, and the Tigers performed very well, both boys and girls teams placing third. Let's take a look at the girls' side of things. The winner finished at 1955, which means Grace Osborne, who came in first for the Tigers, finished fourth overall at a time of 20 minutes and 42 seconds. Now, I'm somebody that runs, not competitively by any means, but more so to stay in shape. But I really enjoy running. So when I say these times, and if you're not as familiar with running, 20:42 for a fourth place finish, you think about that, that's less than 7-minute miles. So go out and time yourself on a 1-mile run and see just how hard it is to run 1 mile 7 minutes, let alone 3 underneath that pace. So just to kind of give you an idea of what these boys and girls are accomplishing. Talia Morrow, a sophomore, finished 11th at 21:19. Fellow sophomore Amber Carter, 13th at 21:26. Another sophomore, Anna Herron, finished 33rd at 22:50. And freshman Ava McWhorter finished 34th at 22:51. So 4 out of the top 5 finishers for the girls are underclassmen, 3 sophomores and a freshman. So big things coming from the Lady Tigers cross country team. Senior Grace Vega finished 42nd and junior Mallory Schmidt finished 52nd. All outstanding work. Congratulations to Crosstown Pickerington North girls for winning the Tiger Invitational. On the girls' side, they finished 8, 9, 10, 14, and 17. That is outstanding work, and they took home the championship on the girls' side of things. On the boys' side of things, as I said, the Tiger boys finished third as well. Chase Balco finished 6th, 17:09. 17:09. All right, I understand that there are guys that run down around 15s, and some instances have broke 15, but 17:09 is an incredible time. He finished 6th. Jalen Willis Jr. Finished 11th at 17:25. Jacob Brown finished 27th at 18:03, and sophomore Andrew Scrape finished 33rd at 18:10. Bryson Rogers, senior, finished 41st. Joshua Moorhead, a sophomore, finished 43rd. And Michael Skidmore, another sophomore, finished 45th for the Tigers for that third place finish. So great job, guys. Wanted to mention this. Chillicothe Uniota, who is always good in distance running, whether it's in track or cross country, finished 3rd, 4th, 5th, 7th, 10th, 16th, and 25th to obviously win the boys' side of things. That is incredible. So outstanding job there to, I believe they are the Sherman Tanks. Chillicothe Uniota was your winner of the Tiger Boys Invitational side of things. So great job, all who came out and volunteered for that great event. Speaking of volunteers, I know one of our volunteers was our quarterback for the football team, Garner Wallace, who had quite the night Friday night against rival Lancaster. We talked about this game when we previewed it last week. Lancaster was hit with a buzzsaw Friday night. Got a few first downs early on the first drive. It kind of looked like a typical, Lancaster type of game, and then things just got a little bit wild for the Golden Gales. Nick Mosley got the scoring started for the Tigers. Garner Wallace would end up with 3 touchdowns for Pick Central, 3 fantastic runs, and then Lorenzo Stiles returned a 45-yard punt. And if anybody's seen some of the highlights of that, Zoe, I got a feeling that you knew where the cameras were on that punt return. Just a hunch. So you can let me know if you did or didn't know where the cameras were on that. But, man, number 77 for Lancaster, that punter, man, he was, it was just a rough night for him. You got younger Stiles, Sonny Stiles, coming off that edge on punt block, and you better get the ball off in a hurry. And then, Zoe's back there on punt return. And punt return coverage is really difficult at the high school level. And when you're punting it to a guy like Lorenzo Stiles, man, there's a chance that it's going to go back almost every time, barring something being a block in the back, unless you have really good special teams where you're, staying in your lanes and have good speed to force a guy like Stiles to the sidelines where he runs out of room. But that wasn't the case on the 45-yard punt return. So it was 35-0 at halftime. Orlando Camaro had another big stick on special teams. Kickoff coverage remains outstanding. One thing that I want to mention, the JVs, when they get in the game, second and third unit, boy, they are very, very competitive. Moving the ball against the other team's varsity. Defensively, they are outstanding against. They've played against Groveport's varsity. They've played against Central Crossing's varsity. They've played against Lancaster's varsity for almost the entire second half, and they just were not giving much at all. So great job to that JV offense and defense for not only competing, but, really performing. I'd like to think in a real contest where, they played the entire game, they would have been fairly close. But they also got the win on Saturday over Lancaster in the JV game. So great job to those JV guys. They've gotten a whole lot of time this year with these varsity games. And right now the Tigers are outscoring their opponents 209-12. That's nearly 42 points a game, and they're playing basically one half. And that's not exaggeration. Coach Sherritt puts those JVs guys in as soon as possible. Defensively, they've given up 3 points this season. That was on a field goal that the drive started on their 29-yard line. So 3 points on the season for the first team defense, 12 overall. Just absolutely incredible. They remain first in the state in the AP poll, first in Region 3. So the voting, the seeding for Region 3 will be coming out shortly, so we'll find out who the Tigers will get in the first round opponent. I said last week that there would be a bye, but the things have changed with teams dropping out. So you only have 64 teams in the field, so that means nobody's getting a bye. And so you're looking at around a 64, 32, 16, 8, 4, and 2, which would put that state championship game, barring something unforeseen, on November 13th, which I believe is a week earlier than expected. So Pick Central looking good as far as playing games. I think all the games, if I'm not mistaken, in the regional would be on Pick Central's home field if they do get that top seed, which I don't see any reason why they wouldn't. So that's good for us lawn chair sitters in the end zones. So hopefully we get at least 3 more games to watch the Tigers perform on the home field. Speaking of games, this Thursday night against Reynoldsburg, the season finale. So the Tigers have closed out and have already won the OCC Buckeye. Last week they clinched that. They get Reynoldsburg this week. Reynoldsburg comes into the game 3-2. They were beat up pretty good by Groveport, lost a 1-point game to Lancaster, 2 teams that Pick Central has already handled pretty well. But the Berg did get us 2 years ago over there. We beat them last year pretty handily in the regular season, and then jumped out pretty good in the playoff game, but ended up holding on 20-14. So we're back over at the Berg this Thursday night on the CW channel with Randy Reinhardt, Jeff Logan, and our guy Mike Todd working the sideline. So make sure you catch that CW game of the week. That's pretty much it as far as the football team goes. A couple other notes from some Pick Central alumni. If you watched the Monday Night Football game, the Chiefs and the Ravens on Monday Night Football, Taco Charlton, 2013 Central grad, with a big sack. Him and Frank Clark, former teammates at Michigan, had back-to-back sacks on Lamar Jackson, securing a big win for the Chiefs, the defending Super Bowl champs, on Monday night. So big shout out to 2013 grad Taco Charlton, the Supreme Taco. Hopefully he's found a nice home in Kansas City. Great place to play, even though I'm a Broncos fan. Love what the Chiefs and Andy Reid are doing. Patrick Mahomes, that's my guy, man. Best player in sports right now. Also, Ty Hamilton loses a black stripe freshman at Ohio State. That's big news. It's always a big thing. I think Ty Hamilton, within a year or two, is going to be an absolute monster for the Buckeyes. Maybe even sooner than his brother Devon was. And Devon is off to a good start with the Jacksonville Jaguars. So shout out to him as well. Pick Central alums doing great things all over the place. As we close the show today, I do want to give a birthday shout out to my man, Coach Eric Kruger of the Central Boys basketball team. Happy 25th birthday, Coach Kruger. I hope it's a great one with your wife and your 2 lovely new daughters that are very new to this earth. So I hope you're having a great time tonight. And that's pretty much all we've got for today's show. We'll be back again next week, hopefully previewing the Tiger playoffs and all the other action in golf and soccer and volleyball, and hopefully getting a report on tennis as well. So as always, it is a great day to be a Tiger. Go Tigers.